Greetings. It's been a very long time since I've done a video. So I finished my aura hypnosis training, so I'm now offering sessions, and I have done a couple of sessions on past clients, people that I've recently met. I've also booked in, so it's all proving to be a very successful start so far. We are reaching deeper levels of inversions which have attached to people, so we're managing to get right down deep, and we're finding wires and implants and things which have been hidden very well beneath shields, etc. And we're clearing entities which have been attached for lifetimes. Some of these things have been hiding through various other sessions that clients have had, so that's been very exciting. And I'd love to share with you this beautiful session that we had yesterday with a client. She went to a life on the new earth. So this was not her current incarnation. So this was the next lifetime she felt in linear perspective. And it's a vision of the new earth on our current timeline and trajectory of where we're heading. And she was actually in stasis. So she was in a spaceship in stasis as her Arcturian self. And she sent her soul down to new earth to have this experience and to aid with the new earth and how the people were developing their consciousness on the new earth. And then when she transitioned from that body, she then went back up to the spaceship and she rejoined her Arcturian family. So it was fascinating. So it's a lovely session. I'm delighted to share it with you. And thank you very much for my client for allowing me to share this. And I hope you enjoy. Thank you. Speak again soon. Bye-bye.
I still feel as if I'm on a beach.
As you look down, do you feel you have a body?
Yes, I have feet. And you have sand.
You have feet. Do you notice how many toes you have?
There's 5 on each foot.
What colour do your feet appear?
They're white. They're like the sand.
Do you feel male or female?
I feel female.
Do you have hair?
Yes, it's long. It feels very blonde.
Beautiful. Do you feel you're wearing any clothes or jewellery?
I feel like I have on, I feel well adorned, like lots of jewelry, maybe very sort of sparkly. And my clothes feel white and they're very airy, almost feel a bit futuristic, like I just feel very beautiful and almost crystalline, like the wind is blowing and it's just blowing my hair back and I feel like I'm just sparkling, and feels like there's makeup on my face, but it's almost like drawings that glisten.
Does it look geometric?
Yes, it feels like it's probably geometric. Yes, it's almost like an Indian, you know how an Indian wedding would be, like very just a lot of adornment, and but it's really light in color. So yeah, there's something on my head. It's like a gold tiara, maybe some sort of a little small crown, and it feels like there's a white veil attached to it, blowing back. And on the tiara, there's crystal. It's more of a crown than a tiara, like a one point. And the crystal is a bluish white, very light blue.
What do you feel that the crown may be for?
Feels like it's for some sort of communication.
Do you notice anyone else around you?
I feel alone, but I feel like there's probably people much further down the beach, but in my direct vicinity, it's just me.
Do you notice if you're holding anything in your hands?
I feel like my veil is attached to my fingers. So it's like when I can lift my hands and the wind would blow it. It's very beautiful, very dramatic. Well, it's long, it goes down my back. Yes, it's triangular, it comes to a point. It's almost like bat wings, a point in the very back, and the 2 sides connect to my middle fingers. It's like I can put my arms out and the wind will pick me up. But it's sheer, so it doesn't feel like that's possible, but it elevates me a bit.
What do you feel you may be doing here today? Do you feel there's a purpose for you to be here on this beach?
There's something about the wind. It's very powerful, and it's like it's speaking to me. I've come here to commune. There's something about the wind.
The element of the wind.
Mm.
Do you feel it may have a message for us today? We speak to the wind.
It's like it brings me news from somewhere else. It feels like this message comes from somewhere above me. It's like a ship. I feel like the wind is carrying the message from a ship. It's like I could get connected to that communication by being here. And the wind blows through my crown, that's on my head. And it brings the information that way.
Do you feel there's something special about this beach area?
It's sacred because it's a beach, it's pure. So it's an easy place to commune because it's so natural. And it is just the way it was designed to be. There's been no interference here. The wind constantly blows out any interference.
Beautiful.
So it's a safe place to communicate.
And who do you feel is in this ship above you?
Some group I am a part of. I'm here alone. And I come here to know that even though I feel alone, I do know that I am a part of something bigger. And the messages they give me are just reassurance that they're still with me, although they cannot directly help me. It's a safe place that reminds me of the bigger picture. I know I chose to come here alone, and I come here to reconnect with it's my star family. I'm here to reconnect with them. They send me love through the wind and into my crystal.
What do your star family look like? Do you feel they have a race?
Immediately got Arcturian, and I get they're like iridescent almost. Feel very tall. They remind me of the elves from the Lord of the Rings. Oh yeah, they're very wise. Long blonde hair. That's what it is about me too. I feel iridescent. Everything feels very, very shimmery.
So as you're here on this beach, where do you feel you would like to go next as you look all around you? Do you feel drawn to a particular area?
There's two things happening. One, I really would like to go into this ship. And two, I know I can't, so I resign myself. I'm drawn to that, but then I know I have to be here, that I chose this and I have to continue the path I'm on. So it's like I'm turning away. It's a mixed bag. It's like I'm fulfilled and satisfied, content, loved. I know this connection is real. And also just a little disheartened that it's like I'm pulling on my bootstraps, It's like I have to turn around and go back. And so yeah, what happens if I turn around? Oh, it's like I'm looking at the beach and it's so pure and perfect and just like a very wild, raw beach. And then I turn around and it's like a hulking city behind me. It's such a juxtaposition to where I just was. They're almost like cartoonish. It's almost like like this old, like almost like Mickey Mouse cartoons where the top is wider than the bottom and they're almost all moving and pulsating, and it doesn't feel real. I'm looking at it and it's like I can see the energy of it all, and it feels so unreal, and I have to operate in this place. Like I feel so pure, and that feels so, I want to say toxic, but it's more just almost toxic. So yes, we can walk.
As you go closer to the buildings, do they take on more form?
Yes, they feel solid. It feels concrete and iron and steel. All those man-made materials fashioned by man, and they feels primitive. And yet here I am in this it feels like a very advanced state. And I just wear these pure white clothes.
Do you notice any people close to these buildings?
Yes, there's people. There are people like me here. This is the fashion. What I'm wearing is so that we're in the future, but we're still within the same structure of our infrastructure is still very similar.
Okay.
So it's the near future. People feel much more advanced, conscious in their consciousness, but we're still all living within this behemoth. This old world is still here. It's almost we're in that in-between time. It feels like a more distant future. It's not this life, it's in the future. So people have continued to wake up. It's still polarizing. More and more people have woken up, but we're still in this. We haven't been able to. It's the city is. There's something about the city. We just haven't been able to. We're not yet at a place where what we see physically around us has changed very much. So we're still. It's like our hearts, our minds have advanced. We've risen. We've ascended on some levels, and more of humanity has done that. But we're still in a place where we're in this physical reality that we know, and it's much more. It's like it's falling apart a bit, though. It's old infrastructure. It feels so primitive, and we know how primitive it is. But it's almost like there's nothing we can do about it except wait for it to sort of disintegrate.
Outside of this city, does it feel there is
an
alternative environment that you could go to?
Yes, it does feel like Earth. It feels like the cities have grown more, like there's more sprawl, there's less wild natural, which is why I have to go to the beach to have that communication, because it's very pure in its form, and there's not a lot of pure forms left. The purity comes from the people, and it's in our heart, and so we create space. And that's what I'm here for, is to hold the space, to show people how to hold the space for purity, no matter what physical reality appears to be. It's just an illusion, and so none of it is real. And I'm here to help people understand that they create it within themselves. What appears as their physical reality is not. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have a hold. That's why it's all falling apart, because it no longer matters, because people are within themselves. Some people are, of course, are still, they're not there, right? There's varying levels of understanding and knowing still, which is why we still have these structures and that growth. But it's like the growth stopped. It's almost like there's nowhere else to go except within.
So should we move forwards to another time and place that may be of importance, where something else isn't happening? Moving forwards to where the higher self would like us to see, to the next important time and place.
My first impression is feet in the grass. I'm running in the same beautiful, flowy, white, shimmery clothes. And there's just like an unbridled joy, and I'm running. Again, the wind and the clothes are there's something there about the wind billowing through my clothes. It's like it holds me, it keeps me connected to who I truly am. It's really like it's like an anchor, the wind for me in this life. It anchors me to what I am.
As you look around you, what do you notice about your environment here? You said there's grass and you're running.
Yes, it's like I'm with others like me, and everyone is just supremely happy. I mean, just pure joy, laughter. We're running and playing. It's just a lot of play. It's like a retreat of some sort. We do this often, and this is a space for this, for people to come together in community, in a pure place.
Does everybody come to these places?
It feels like an open invitation to whoever wants to come. Most people choose to come. There's not many who are not able to experience this. There really is not. There's not many who are still sort of mired in the fear and distortion. Everyone is in a much more pure place. There's just people everywhere. It's like we're in the trees. It's like a giant, it's just a gathering. I keep seeing a face of a man, and his eyes are sparkling. He has a really beautiful white smile, white teeth, stark brown, medium brown hair. He feels tall. Yeah, we're just running. It's like we're holding hands and just running and laughing. A lot of play.
Where do you feel drawn to go next?
Well, when you said that, I saw some sort of a tent, like it was like a festival tent. Walking through the door, there's crystals here, and I get the sense of my daughter. I don't know. She is helping people choose crystals, and there doesn't feel like there's any money. There's no money. It's just pure. It's pure desire and intention, and there's a trust, and so that it determines how things are exchanged. We just understand each other so much more. We really, it feels much more unified, and so you just see purely people's intentions. You can really understand people's pureness. And that eliminates the need for money, because there's not, the greed is gone. Yeah, the greed is gone. And it's, it's just so much easier, and there's so much compassion, because we all understand each other so much.
So as you're moving forwards in time towards the last day, where do you feel that you are?
Everything feels white. It's almost like I'm in some sort of a temple. Yes, I'm older, but still really beautiful. It's like this life of purity. Everyone is much, it's a cleaner life. And everyone is just really like gorgeous. It's like they're lit, like radiant. Yeah, lit from within. It feels marble. Or perhaps it's like I'm on a slab. Could be a crystalline.
Do you feel that you're still alive?
No, I'm very peacefully gone, and yeah.
What is happening here in this temple? There are people here.
There are others, and I'm not the only one on the slab. There's others on the slabs who have transitioned, and this is a place to allow that to happen,
Mm-hmm.
and to honor these people. And it's almost like the fear of death is also gone, and people are not, there's reverence, but not sadness.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel that your family were here with you?
Yes, I notice my partner and she feels like my daughter here also are here. And they're with me, but it's almost like a museum where people are just wandering amongst the slabs and conversing and sharing. Yes, it's very interesting.
Mm. As you feel your spirits leaving your body, where is it that you feel that you go to now? So you're leaving the body. Where do you feel you transition to?
Well, my first impression, I keep getting that ship. Um, I don't know if I should go there or bypass it. What should I do?
Do you feel that you're transitioning back to the ship, perhaps?
It does feel that way.
Mm-hmm. Do you think perhaps you allowed for your consciousness to go down to this planet for this experience? Now you are returning to the ship.
Yes, that's how it feels. That was my mission,
Mm-hmm.
to help people hold space, for purity, and to understand.
And as you return to this ship, do you feel that you have returned to a body here?
Yes.
What do you see around you? What do you feel is occurring?
Um, it's my people. They're here, and we're holding hands, and we're doing forehead to forehead.
Mm-hmm.
There's a welcoming. There's a relief on my end. Just a knowing that I am home. There's one very intense eyes.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like probably my partner.
Do you feel as these people that you are male and female? Do you feel androgynous?
I'm female, but it is not so defined.
Mm-hmm.
And he feels male, but also not so defined.
Beautiful. As you greet these people, what do you feel you will do next?
It feels like I will be able to reintegrate into who we are.
Mm-hmm.
I will be on this ship, and we'll travel. So I feel like we're going to go back. We're going to go home to our planet.
Mm-hmm. Where do you feel that is? Your home?
Don't get a name, but I get a sense of very light blue.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pure place. The whole planet is pure. Well, as we approach it, as I look at it from afar, it's like wisps of blue around it. It's an energy that surrounds it. It's in a blue energy, which is
Beautiful.
protective.
As you come closer, what more do you notice about this planet?
Well, I just got the impression of diving out of the ship right through the blue mist.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I could just shoot right through it, and I guess I feel like I can fly. I'm tumbling through the sky. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's acrobatic. It's a sense of freedom. It's like free as a bird. I've been trapped in that body, which I couldn't. I wanted to fly. The wind made me want to fly. That was my anchor there. I can fly, and so I am just free as a bird.
Beautiful.
That is beautiful. Wow.
As you're flying, what do you notice around you and below you? Can you describe the planet to me?
These beautiful blue wispy clouds. It's a lot of air. I don't see anything below me. It just feels like this endless expanse of sky, almost like the ocean, but the sky.
Beautiful.
Yes. Okay, I can shoot myself. I can go really fast and shoot straight down. Okay, so it's similar to Earth. It's very, very organic, beautiful, vibrant green grasses. Again, iridescent and sparkly, just really radiant. It does feel like everything shines. Yeah, and I shoot down, I land solidly on the ground, and it's like there's this confidence. And there are people here to greet me. This is my family, my family. I feel like children are here. I've been gone. It was my mission. Yeah.
Do you notice any house or structures on this planet, or is it all very organic?
I'm not getting a clear sense of any structures.
Just very organic. So you feel quite solid. Do you feel as if you need to eat food here? If you were to eat a meal?
No, I don't need to eat. I do feel solid. I feel very tall. I feel a bit human, but it's more humanoid. I feel my body shape is a little, I'm very long and my feet feel big. Yes, I have that long blonde hair. I feel like I'm wearing some sort of a very skin tight blue suit. It does feel like it's a suit from the ship. My skin it is still like a white, a light color. My eyes are like a purple, like a bluish purple. I just want to, there's like some sort of there's like an energy of a small, like a child that I want to hold.
Does it feel like your child?
Yes. It's not a very strong emotion as far as, because I've missed her. It's very easy. She does. She has the same blue suit and blonde hair, and beautiful blue, purple eyes. Her little soul is just shining in there.
It's been a beautiful experience.
Wow.
So let's leave this life now. Why is it that you chose to show her this lifetime?
This lifetime is a parallel to the life she lives now. She is the way shower in this life, where she has mastered the ability to hold space within herself for others, to create whatever experience that she wanted from within. That is the future. That is the way that this timeline that she is on currently is headed. And so it's just a glimpse into what can be. And it helps to connect the dots between her current experience. And then there's a line running from where she is now to there. Linearly, this is a future on the earth as it currently stands.
And who were the beings that she saw when she returned to the spaceship?
They are a form of Arcturians. They are not what is currently defined. It's the current understanding of in your time of what that is. But yes, a similar race of beings.
Beautiful.
Yes, Elven is a very good description.